Madam, hello, madam. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Uh, Speaker is already joined with us.
Okay.
Welcome, Angad sir. Hello, can you
Hello.
hear me? Can you hear me, Angad?
Yes, yes, yes,
Uh,
yes, Rajesh.
welcome.
Shall
Thank you.
So within 2-3 minutes we will start. Huh? Madam, you can start.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
So, a very good afternoon to one and all present for this workshop. Once again, I welcome you all for this post-lunch session. I welcome you for this one-day online workshop on the topic Innovation and Entrepreneurship to Promote Research and Knowledge Creation. I personally welcome the speaker of the today's program, Mr. Angad Sorte, sir. And on behalf of the organizing team, I would now like to introduce our speaker with the participants. So Angad Sorte,
Can
sir,
I,
is
can I, can I, can I introduce myself?
yes, sure, sir. Why not?
Okay,
Why
that
not?
will be better, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Sure.
right, let me share my screen first. And 1 second. Am I a presenter? Present now. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Not yet. Not yet. You just click on present now. Yeah.
Yes, maybe it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, it's coming now. Yeah, now it is visible.
Right. So, it should be full screen now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, thank you, and good afternoon, good morning here. My name is Angad Sorte. I have done my Bachelor of Engineering from Nagpur University, Kids Ramtech, and Masters of Engineering from VJTI Mumbai in CAD/CAM and automation. After that, I joined TCS for 7 years. I worked with TCS. Started with let's say design and analysis, finite element analysis, then slowly moved to CAD migration, then slowly moved to PLM. Then I got opportunity to work with different customers and different types of projects, and in that connection I came to Norway for a Rolls-Royce project. And then after working a while, I switched and joined Rolls-Royce as an employee. And then I was leading the PLM implementation across the Rolls-Royce site. That gave me opportunity to work in a real company, not IT company, and gain insight into how different departments work, how manufacturing and purchasing and finance and all these interact together and day-to-day life. So it was a very rich experience. And then after working there 7 years, I decided to start my own company. But the idea was there from 5-6 years. I always wanted to do that. But once you get into the job zone and once you start earning the salary, it becomes more and more difficult. You get more and more settled, and it gets more and more difficult to come out of that. So that's why it took me a little bit more time to finally make that jump or switch. Uh, so all those years I was wondering and planning, etc. So because of that, let's say my jump is smoother, and let's say it's 2 years now and it has been going smoother, let's say. But it's not always the case. Business or startup or a new company is always challenging, and uh, there are so many things. So we will see uh, what those are. Let's say. This is the agenda I have. So briefly, we'll cover what is innovation and in entrepreneurship in real life. What's the trend in India now, and why it's the best time to be an entrepreneur in India or start something in India. Then how do we succeed? How to start your own business? In that there are steps, but we will focus on the first two steps. Let's say idea and execution, and then we will discuss something interesting. What I have. I just wanted to know. Let's say how many speakers or sorry audience we have.
So
It's
till
okay.
now we have 41 people with us,
Okay. Okay. Right.
And live streaming is going on. Live YouTube
and
streaming is going on.
also on YouTube it is live streaming going on.
Okay. I want it to be a little interactive, so I don't know if people can type in here. Uh, is there any place where we can type in messages? I think it's here, right? Chat with everyone. So feel free to type in here, right? So if you have any questions in between or something like that, then yeah, I will also have questions for you. So it's better to have some interaction here, right? Okay, then let's come back to our agenda. Right. So what is innovation and entrepreneurship? Is it very different? Is it very difficult? Is it what? So these pictures explain everything. Um, anyone can describe it in one single Indian word? I will be looking at chat now. Anyone? What is it called in India? Okay. We'll show the picture again. There is a word for this in India.
जुगाड़
Right. Yes, that's the correct word. It's called Jugaad in India. And it's correct interpretation in our local language, but it is nothing but innovation and entrepreneurship. Is it not innovative to have this? Is it not innovative to do this? Is it not innovative? This policeman is wearing Corona crown, and it's more visual, right? This milkman is having something, and this man is having something in this man. So these are very less educated people, right? And what they are doing is solving a problem, right? So innovation and entrepreneurship is nothing but solving a problem. All the inventions and discoveries made by scientists are coming from something, some problem or necessity. Let's say necessity is the mother of invention. So then, is it not there in India? Yes, it is there in India. Still there. Lot of these kind of jugaads are there, and they are not polished. They are not nurtured. They are not multi-billion or unicorn companies. But it's there. It's always there, and it's there in every part of the society. It's there in every country. It's not like only US can produce Facebook, Google, and these Amazon kind of companies. Only problem for us is, let's say, we'll discuss that. There are some limitations when it comes to education, when it comes to infrastructure, but people wise, if you have certain population, you will have all sorts of people. So there will be people who will be thinking like that. And then there will be people who will be doing something like that. It's not just thinking, it's also doing. So these people have actually implemented their thinking into something in real life. So that is entrepreneurship. Okay. Okay. Entrepreneurship is more like making it commercial and earning money. But yes, you can do that with more organized way. And if you have education and if you form a company. But so this idea about innovation or this mind is there everywhere, and you will find it in your day-to-day life. You solve problems, so that means you can think, and it need not be very moon or Mars like. It could be very simple also, but that doesn't mean you are not innovative, right? So it is always there. You need to nurture it, you need to identify it, you need to believe in it. And then next step is like execution, and it's more like entrepreneurship. Let's see how is the trend going on with that in India, especially a steady climb. India's doing business ranking over years. So as I said, there are some limitations. So there were limitations, and limitations were like infrastructure. Even now, like internet connectivity is still a limitation. It's not so good. uh, then other type of like getting credit or finance, right? So why does US has so many Google like and Amazon like companies? Because they are getting good amount of support from everywhere, not just government. I'm talking about. It's from family, it's from friends, it's from schools, it's from colleges, it's from all the, they are, they realize the value of it. Imagine the amount of money Apple or Amazon or Google is earning for USA, right? So we are the customers. Everyone use Facebook, everyone use WhatsApp. So all that revenue, okay, for you it's free, but they are earning with advertisements. It's going into where? It's going into the country. So the country knows they are creating jobs. How many people are employed with Amazon or Google or these companies, right? So they have created so many jobs. So it's going better, and India is in improving every year with the ranking. If it says like if we continue 5 places every year, so in next 10 years we will in top 10, and that's not bad, right? Seeing the trend. Uh, Second is like global innovation index. So there also we are jumping, right? So these kind of jugards are not calculated or not seen in this global innovation index. So Switzerland and Sweden are on top. So, but these never make up to the official charts. So I guess the ranking is higher, but the measurement is different. But it's still getting better and better. So it's there and it's improving. Why we lag behind? So it's because of, let's say, culture. We were under British rule, so we were having a mentality, service-oriented mentality. Let's say we were good to follow things. Let's say, and also there was a lot of opportunity outside. So we had a lot of brain drain outside. So NASA, Google, these companies, if you see the number of Indians working in these companies are proportionately very large. So it doesn't mean that there was no talent, but the talent was going out. But now, internally, the situation is improving, as well as the externally, there are problems, let's say. So some amount of brain drain has reduced, let's say. And now infrastructure is improving. Infrastructure covers everything like education, funding, social infrastructure to start any business, etc. Most important is family support. So I guess it's changing. Earlier, everybody wanted you to get a job in IT sector, but I think 2008 recession and maybe this recession have proved it wrong. So more and more people are realizing it's not the cozy and high paid jobs there. So it's not all in one direction now, right? So that's why I say this maybe is a best time to start your business, to start entrepreneurship, because jobs are not safe, right? So Corona pandemic have proven, like big multinational companies have laid off in thousands and thousands of jobs. So they are not safe, right? So somebody has to create jobs also. If everyone wants to have a job, then who will create the jobs, right? So no one will have those jobs if no one create those jobs. So it has to be a balance. So there should be job creation also. Currency difference is diminishing. So like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it was like you go to America and convert US dollars into Indian rupees, and then you have a big difference. It is somehow still there, but it is going diminishing as the Indian economy will grow. So the saving that you can bring back will be minimum, and that makes it less lucrative to work outside, let's say. So in today's date, if you live with a family abroad, you hardly save anything to bring back to India because of the cost involved, and the salaries and cost in India are also increased. So less difference, so less incentive, right? Borders are closing. So it's a general trend that globalization is getting reversed. Like people in particular countries are getting more and more conservative about people from outside countries coming and taking their jobs. And that has been political agenda in many countries. Even in US, that was the political agenda. 48% people still voted for Trump. That means they support the the notion that domestic people or local people should be employed. And it's a growing trend. It's not going down, it's increasing. In many European countries also, it's happening. So now the amount of people, job related, work related visas issued by US have dramatically reduced over the years. Many, it's almost like very difficult. So same way, it is going to happen. So earlier it was big motivation for people to join IT companies and in 1 or 2 years go abroad. All of them, including me, got that kind of opportunity. But now that opportunity is diminishing. So then that is not the case. You don't get that much opportunity so easily, and that way, if it's not easy, let's say. And then competing destinations are booming. So that means like India is no longer the cheapest and the best destination to outsource jobs or outsource IT related things. For example, Vietnam is emerging as the new destination, and the Philippines and Indonesia and other Southeast Asian countries are also emerging. Things are getting better even some African countries. So it's not that all that outsourcing, you will get like BPO outsourcing, IT outsourcing. And if you say the amount of jobs or percentage of jobs in this sector, it's very huge. So imagine all those jobs going to other destinations because they are cheaper. Same happened to textile industry in India. Like when Bangladesh developed the textile industry, it was no longer cheaper for India. So most of the textile industry also shifted to Bangladesh. And it's a trend. It's no country as such to blame for, or it's like we have to adapt for it. So good times are over for those kind of cozy jobs, and there are different opportunities. So all those, as a new graduate, you should be aware of these trends. You should not think like whatever applicable 10 years ago, you will do GRE, go to US and this and that. It's not applicable today. So it was not wrong what people did. It was opportunity. People took the opportunity. Infrastructure was poor and opportunity was poor. So people went abroad. But now the opportunity is there within the country. Or so it's you go for the opportunity. You don't go reverse. So these are the trends. And then if you still want to pursue it, it's more likely that you will not succeed. So that's why it's better time. Again, then how to succeed, right? And this answers one question like, why not Google in India? Why not Facebook in India? Why not Amazon in India? But there is a Tendulkar in India, right? So what is Tendulkar? Tendulkar is the greatest cricketer in the world. In the world, that's important, right? So he is the all-time great cricketer. He has all the records. So why from India Tendulkar is the best and not Bill Gates, or not let's say the Steve Jobs or something like that? It's all about interest. Cricket is so popular in India, so the amount of kids or amount of young people interested in cricket is very high. This is the bottom. So let's say you have population of India is 1 billion, and then 10% of it is interested in India. It's a very conservative estimate. It could be 50%, but counting all the age limits and everything, let's say counting the age group between 5 to 30, let's say, or let's say 20, maybe 10% of the population is interested out of 1 billion. So that is like 100 million population interested in cricket. And what does it means? You have enormous competition there to go into the next level. So if you are starting as a kid to learn cricket, you have enormous competition. So the skill level has to be high. You have to be very, very skilled to go into school team or club team, etc. Again, the skill level increases to go to Ranji level or state level, and then the skill level increases very, very high when you go to international cricket. So what that means is when you are competing against international cricketers, your skill level is very, very high because you have walked up that skill ladder to go international, to compete with international. So when Tendulkar was there, let's say, his skill level was so high that he could beat all other international players of his time, let's say, right? And then you can say he could easily, not easily, but he had the skill and he climbed to the top, right? So if we take example of startups or business or entrepreneurs, the this bottom of the pyramid, people who are interested is very, very less. So when I take 10% people are interested in cricket, I would say point not even 1% people are interested in starting their own business. So then what happens? These people are less, so you have less competition, less demand for skills. So by the time you go up to the top of the ladder, you are a good businessman, but internationally you can't perform. That's the problem, right? So the it's a different game because you have not gone through that intense competition. You have not gone through that rigorous demand, etc. So that is what this is changing. More and more people, more and more students, more and more graduates, more and more people getting into the the competition. The skill level will increase, right? So Flipkart is selling in India, but it's not competing outside India with Amazon. Why? It's at the top of India, maybe, or something else, maybe, but nowhere in the world level, right? So that's the problem, right? So this this will improve when there are a lot of startups or a lot of competition at the bottom of the pyramid. And it's not necessary to be a Tendulkar. Like Tendulkar inspired, let's say Dhoni maybe or Virat Kohli maybe, and so uh, not everyone can become the greatest cricketer of all time, but that inspires. And you set some example, let's say. So not everyone can become Tendulkar, but there are, I'm sure, like hundreds of cricketers who are playing in international cricket inspired by Tendulkar, and they have different skill. Let's say Dhoni was a great captain, not Tendulkar. He won a lot of matches, and his success rate was more, and he won the World Cup, right? So every person is different. Every person has different strength, and then they can bring a lot of different types of results. So that is also healthy competition brings about. So then we jump to, if you are convinced enough that this is a good time, or it makes sense, then we can jump to how to start your own business. Before that, I would like to see if anybody has any questions in the chat. Any questions, any comments? Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. Right. So how to start your own business? So before that, starting a business is same as doing a job, because it may sound like that, but at least in my experience, it is like that. So if you are good at job, you will be spending your entire day working for somebody else. And if you are good at your job, you will be given a lot of other jobs. Or let's say, we say like the person who works gets more work, like that. So if you are good at job, then definitely you will be busy at job, and you will get a lot of work. If you are not good at job, people will not come to you. He is useless. He can't do anything, you know, or he is just waste of time. Then your life will be good. Of course, you will not get promotion. Of course, you will not get more money. But if you are an active person, if you can do some things, so you can do job, you can do business. Business is nothing but another type of job. Consider it like it's like you are working for your own company, right? So it's not very difficult if you have discipline and if you do it in a right way. Let's say if you are doing a chemical experiment, it's not very difficult if you are taking care of the right ingredients, right procedure. It will not blast if you follow certain and if you have knowledge about what you are doing, basically. So then it's all fine. It's similar. It will not explode, it will not go down if you do all the things right. So first thing to do right is the idea. So shortlist idea. There can be many ideas. It need not be, as I said, very innovative, right? Like okay, I have idea every day I get a new business idea. I want to develop a machine which can tell what other people think. It's a very absurd idea. Then I search Google. There are people who have working on that. There is a device also which can move things as you think, but it still there is a long way to go. But okay, that idea is a very difficult idea. Let's say it's not a very absurd idea, but it's a difficult idea. So start with an idea which is feasible. Let's say, and because this gives you a lot of learning, not put everything and the best. So shortlist an idea which makes sense that you're not very stressed if it's like create something which you think is best today, and then after 1 year something happens and everything is changed and no one will buy it. So investing a lot of time on the idea is very important, because if you jump, if you think someday, okay, this is a very good idea, I can make this machine, or I can make this automatic that, I can make electric bike, I can make an electric scooter, I can make this. So just think about, sleep over it, and then make some research. Are there any other people who have been working on the idea? Are there already products in the market? Most probably, you will see some products already there in the market. But that does not mean that you shouldn't work on the idea, because there is not only one type of car manufacturer. There is Audi, there is BMW, there is Mercedes, there is a Citroen, and there is Tata and Jaguar and everything. So it doesn't mean that there is no scope for a new car company, right? So how come Tesla emerged as the biggest car company, surpassing everyone who were there in the market from last 50, 60 years? Tesla just came 10 years and it went number one, right? Because they they jumped on the idea of electric cars, right? Similarly, like Nokia went down and Apple came up, right? So it is all about doing proper research, market research. As I said, in the job market also, you see what is the trend going on, and if you are still jumping in it, then you are going to become a failure, right? So what you want, then you see what is the trend going on, right? So let's say Tesla identified there is an electric trend going on. All the countries, all the governments are pushing for low carbon emissions, and they have a lot of benefits and subsidies for electric cars and things like that. And so, okay, they invested a lot of research on electric car, and now it's the number one electric car company, or not just electric car, it's the car company in the world, and like that. But it need not be a so grand idea. It could be a smaller idea. We just need to make sure that your product will sell or work, or you have enough demand, and it is sustainable. So the more time we spend on idea, it is better. instead of jumping on any idea and then realizing, oh, you lose the steam, oh, somebody already have it, oh, or this or that. So make sure, even if somebody else have it, why your product will sell, or why your service will sell, why your idea is better, right? What is the limitation in the current product, in the current technology, like that. So that will give you confidence, and you can test your idea with some people, talking to other people, etc., and then working on the idea. So that's very, very important. Spending enough time on idea and shortlisting idea. Then you need a plan to execute idea from your dream into reality. So as I said, it's like a chemical experiment. You have an idea that your chemical will be a new corona vaccine or something, but you need a plan to execute it, what steps you will take it. And then you need to write it down. Let's say what you will do first. Let's say you have an idea and you will make an electric scooter. Then, okay, what do you need, right? So what is your plan? How much time you need to come into market? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year? And what is your price range, right? And then what what competency you need? You need some people, and uh, it's basically all those things. It's called business plan, um, right? So it covers everything what in reality you will need. You will need space, you will need capital, etc. And then economics. So in business, that's the very, very important thing. You can have a brilliant idea, you can have a brilliant plan, but if you don't have overview on your economics, it's going to fail. So I don't know the percentage, but that's the problem with these startups. They don't have a very good overview over economics. That meaning what money they need month on month, what money will be left after this, what money is in reserve, etc. So as long as you are good with the cash or with the capital, then you are not stressing. So I would say all those stories where um, you you hear like people are working day and night and having depression and the things like that, most of them can be avoided if you plan properly. And those things will still happen because of some external conditions, let's say like corona thing or some accidents or things like that. That is unavoidable, but a lot of it is also avoidable. So by proper financial planning, and you can do your business smoothly, let's say. There are a lot of tools available for that, like you can do simple Excel sheet and what is the cost for people, let's say what is the salary you want to give, what is the material you want to buy, what software you need. So put all the cost month on month till 1 year or 2 year, and see how your money is getting exhausted, when is your income is coming. It's very simple. You don't need a degree in economics to do that. We have learned a lot in other subjects. So it's simple. Only thing is you need to accommodate everything and some buffer, let's say. And then you have a plan. So my initial investment is 10 lakhs, and I need 1 year. So my product will come in market after 1 year. So till 1 year, I only have costs, money outgoing. It is diminishing every month. So 10 lakhs is diminishing every month, like 1 lakh per month. So, and then you start selling in month 10, for example, but assume that you will not sell good in first year. So assume very minimum income in first year and second year, something like that, right? And if you have fixed buyers or before that, then that's an assured income. So it's simple actually. Only thing, you have to be systematic, you have to be disciplined with it. Key people is also very important. Like as I said, every individual is not Tendulkar, but he can be a Dhoni or he can be a Virat Kohli, like that. So you need to identify what you are good at and do only that thing. Don't try to do everything. And you need to identify people who are good at the other thing which you are not good at. Okay, so if you are good in economics, you can handle economics. You don't need another person for economics. But maybe you are not good at marketing or market research or sales, so you need that person. So having a proper expertise is very important, and that's also a big drawback for many of the startups. One person starts doing everything, and then their weaknesses eats the business, because business means decisions. You have to take decisions every minute, every now and then. Should we go for this supplier or this supplier? Should we do it in house or should we buy the battery? Should we employ him or should we not employ him? Should we invest in marketing on Facebook or LinkedIn? Should we launch today or tomorrow? All those are decisions, right? So I don't believe one person can take all the correct decisions. You need to consult other people. And if we are aware of our limitations, we can utilize others' benefits or others' strengths for our benefits. So I have a good picture for that. Let's jump to that. So this is like this. This is your business. This may be different functions in the business. So this is okay. It's for a manufacturing company, but it may be some different functions. So marketing is always there. If let's say you have a company, purchasing is always there. I'm not talking about different departments. These can be different departments in bigger companies, but in a smaller company, you can be wearing, a single person can wear the same hat. So you can be a marketing department, or you can be only person in marketing, or you can have a team in marketing at the same time. But these are different functions. Somebody has to take care of marketing, somebody has to take care of purchasing, somebody has to take care of planning, somebody has to take care of leadership, somebody has to take care of sales. So you can be the one person doing it all, but if you identify that you are not good at this, so you have to have a good person. Because if you say it's like a machine or it's like an orchestra, so to run it smoothly, you need that all the components are running smoothly. So if you are not good at particular thing, then you are yourself creating the blockage by by not giving up, let's say. So you need to identify this composition. Okay, for your business this may be different. Maybe you don't need purchasing, let's say you are not purchasing anything, but maybe you need marketing, maybe you need engineering, like that. So make sure that you have a good team so that these are running smoothly. No one person is overburnt or overburdened or taking wrong decisions. So in a good company, all these are running smoothly. And then it's a orchestra, it's a symphony, it's delight. It's delight to hear it. It's delight to run it. Okay. No more frictions, no more fighting, no more this, and no more sleepless nights, like that. So if you want to do business smoothly, so think about it like a machine, and there are smaller components also which are also key, let's say. So everyone is important and the cooperation is important. It's a team effort. It's not a one man show unless you are a great scientist like Einstein, but then you are doing alone. It's not a business. So this is important. Let's go back again. Often people ignore this, how to get customers. Often people get excited with the idea. I have a very brilliant idea, but they think like customers will just know about it or come and buy it like that. So you need to understand how to get customers, how you are doing, you are reaching them, why someone will buy your product, not the other product, why they will pay that 10,000, 20,000, 1 lakh, whatever price of your product is or service is, right? Why, how you will build, let's say, a brand, okay? How people will believe in your brand. So you need to think from day one about it and start that from day one. You need not wait until your product is finished, and then you need to get good people helping you, because these things are changing every day. It's digital marketing these days and the digital sales these days, so things are different. So I have seen many businesses who are very good product and thing, but their reach is not there. They have good people, good product, anything, but they are not selling enough. They're not reaching enough people. They don't have good marketing plan. So this area is ignored, and then they think this is extra cost or budget is not there for this or something like that. So that's important. So rest all is formalities, registering business and GST registration, and this that will be that is easy. Everyone will tell you, or you can hire somebody to tell you, or you can do it yourself. Establishing office, choosing office, all those are formalities. To me, these are the important things. So to take care. Other things are just yeah, formalities. So specific on the idea, as I said, ideas can be many. I have so many ideas I have written down, but work on one idea at a time. That is important. Focus on one idea at a time. That is also important. Do enough research on the idea is also important. So for business to start, that idea is important. Why? If it is if you are not doing something new, let's say you are starting a startup which is same as Flipkart or Amazon, still it's a viable business. It's if you do market study research, it is still growing and it is there is still scope. But you need to identify what is that Flipkart is not doing, or Amazon is not doing, or some other company is not doing. So that is part of your idea. That is part of your USP, unique selling point. So all that work is very important. And then you can say like Flipkart is growing in this rate and Amazon, and then still there is a gap for this type of customers in this type of market. And I am targeting that. That is very important. So a lot of work is needed on the idea. And once you finalize the idea or focus on that idea, then hold that. Don't jump on one idea to another idea and third idea and fourth idea and right. So arrive at a conclusion, and then you need to start. And then you need to basically start running these wheels slowly and slowly. First, you need to establish it, and then you need to start rolling it. So that was the end of my small talk. And if there are any questions, you can shoot. Uh, you can type in. Yes, you have a question. Have you watched the Swadesh movie? Yes. If you are asking me if I have planned to come back to India, yes. I watched the Swadesh movie. I am nationalist. I want to come back to India, grow in India. Is that what your question is about? It's in my business plan, let's say. Any other question, or is it?
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, Rajesh.
Bamnoti sir, can you hear me? Hello. I think Bamnoti sir is in meeting. Uh, Bamnoti sir, can you hear me? I'm audible. Hello. Hello. Okay, we'll come back to Bamnoti sir again. Chetan sir is there. Chetan, we have with us our previous expert Chetan Deshmukh. He's from Germany. Would you like to ask question, Chetan?
Yeah, yeah, but I would like to ask about his core area, which is PLM. How do
Yeah.
you see
Okay.
the US startups and another startups which is coming in this area? How do you see the scope and the future of it? And
Yeah.
I mean,
So as I said,
one more additional to that.
yeah.
So right now, if you say, if you advise anybody, any student, like, okay, this is the startup from now onwards till like 20 years will have a lot of scope, which will be that?
It will be very difficult to say because there is no fixed answer to that, because you might have a very fantastic idea. I would say, okay, electric vehicles or electric renewable energy is a very good area, right? Everybody is investing in it, a lot of startups. So there are electric scooters startups in India, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. There are startups in Sweden which is doing electric truck. In UK they are doing electric truck, Volta trucks they have launched. And there are companies like Heart Aerospace which are doing electric planes. So let's say electric for everything is the area, right? But it's like vaccine, like everyone is running to produce the corona vaccine. But then who one succeeds, then what will the others do? You know, there will be sudden failure, right, for them. So you need a business if it's very risky, if it's your career as a student I'm talking about, then you need to find something very reliable or sure business, right? You need to start, because let's say I started, you asked about PLM. So I started about PLM because last 15 years I was doing PLM. Okay. I have all the basic knowledge. If you collect all the PLM related consultants or people all over the world, I would be ranking very, very high in that. Just like Tendulkar, but not Tendulkar. So this is something which already I have. I don't have to learn. Okay, I know electric plane, electric car is a big thing, but I don't have knowledge about it. There are 100 different ideas which are there, but I don't have knowledge about it. I will take next 15 years to develop that knowledge, right? So for me, uh, transition from job to business, then I thought this is safer. This will give me assured income and that's running smooth and etc. Because of that, I'm learning. So I learned a lot. Now I'm ready to jump into something else slowly, because I have, let's say, one stable business and then I can jump into another, right? And also in PLM, there is like digital transformation, which is the future. Let's say it is more like using artificial intelligence and big data and this. So I'm also very promising about my field. It's not like I'm leaving the field or anything like that. So because I have very basic foundational knowledge, it's important. So for for experienced professionals, it's very natural. If you have knowledge about any particular industry or field, then doing business in that is preferred. And for students, I think the world is open. You can,
Uh,
you have the real opportunity. Yeah.
Angad,
Yeah.
Chetan is doing, he's working in PLM at Germany.
Okay.
He was our keynote speaker in the very first day. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So he has a really good contribution in PLM as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I mean, that's the reason why I actually asked. Maybe I will
yeah,
inspired by Angad that start a own startup out of it. So one
yeah.
more question. So I
Yeah.
don't
Please,
know
please.
if you are married or not. How's the experience after marriage to start up a business? That's slightly personal, but if you can answer that one also.
Yeah. I told
It's a lot of risk,
it's the
that's the risk that's you take it, right?
right. But I told earlier, like it becomes difficult and difficult as you grow. And yes, I'm married. I have two kids, 12 years and 5-year daughter. And yes, that's the biggest hurdle also, because going and putting your family at risk is a very big step. But then you, as I said in the beginning only, you have to plan it properly, right? So that you don't stress or you don't go into panic mode. So the economics is main thing. So if you have planned your economics, assuming that you will start your business, you will fail in your business, and what next? So if you have your worst case always ready and plan B always ready, then you can try, right? If you know that I have a plan ready, if my business fails after a year or 6 months or this, what is the plan? So what is your backup plan? What worst can happen? So my backup plan was, okay, I can anytime go back to job. I have good experience. I'm a good person. I have good success in my job, so I can go back to job anytime. That is one thing. Maybe I will take some time to do this. So that planning I need to do. Okay, I need 1 year for trying business, half an year to try. So enough economics to survive 2 years, let's say, and then who cares, right? So one question I see: what should be our very first stage if we have an creative idea and to want to start up as a student? Uh, right. If you have a very creative idea, then you read about how you can qualify the idea, how you can verify your idea. They're told like do market research and consult some seniors who you can trust. Nobody will steal your idea because it's very difficult to convert idea into business. If you give me a very good idea and think about I will steal, no, it takes a lot to convert an idea into business. uh, so idea is one thing. You can trust people. It's not like that. You can discuss with let's say seniors and things like that. Do a proper analysis study and then think about how, if it is a viable, how you will fund it. So it's all about also economics. If you can get enough funds yourself, like you can bootstrap your company, meaning you can put your own funds, family or something, or you can take partners in business, or you can go for venture capitalists. These are companies who are providing funding to good startups, let's say. So there are a lot of ways to get funding also, right?
Angad, can you also talk a little bit in detail about the venture capitalists and maybe your experience in Europe and India?
So my company is bootstrapped, meaning I have raised my capital myself. So I don't have any experience with venture capitalist. But whatever I know, I can tell it's like there are different types of companies who are providing you capital, providing you money to do business. These are like people who have, let's say, a lot of money and they want to grow their money. So their intention is to grow money, and they are looking after people who are young and enthusiastic and startup. And let's say if you have invested $10 in Apple, you would be a millionaire today, let's say. So they are looking after these kind of ideas and companies and people who can multiply their money. And that's not a bad thing, because if you have a good idea and you are a good person, you can execute that, then you need money, because it's a limitation what amount of money you can put. So there are different type of stages, and these venture capitalist and seed capital and things. I don't know much details about it, but it's pretty much out there in the net. So you can make some presentations to them, and if they like, they will take ownership of your company for sure. And some will be like sleeping partners, some will be active, like they will want to take some decisions like that. Okay. So one important thing, as I said, I learned a lot from these 2 years, and it was safer journey for me, and I'm little bit ready to take on some risk. And as I said, I have collected many ideas in years, so I'm starting to implement one idea into reality, and also two of my friends also involved, and I am looking for let's say young and enthusiastic entrepreneurs or students who can work along with me and my friends, and it will be like a high tech product, so need mechanical, computer, electronic kind of combined teams. Let's say it will be a team. So that was the small thing. So you can um, express your interest to me directly or Rajesh sir, and we can see like if we match, filling those gaps, as I said, right? It may be that you want to invest, you don't want to invest, you invest your time and effort, not money. That is also okay, but you will be like founding partners in that.
Uh,
Yeah, Rajesh.
yeah. Uh, Angad, we have a very good expert professor, experienced professor with us,
Mm-hmm.
Professor Anil Bamnote. He's a senior professor from YCC Mechanical Department, and his contribution in design,
Mm-hmm.
design, we have learned about design in mechanical engineering. Bamnote sir, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Still, I think sir is out of network. Okay, we'll come back to Bamnote sir again. Pushkar,
Okay.
I think Pushkar would like to ask the question. Pushkar, Gaurkhede? Pushkar Gaurkhede is there. He also having some query. Can you hear me, Pushkar? Without hesitation, you can interact with expert. Okay. Any question from participant? Please raise the hand, or you can just put the message in a WhatsApp. Actually, yeah, the theme behind organizing this workshop on innovation and entrepreneurship is to make the collaboration with the various businessmen and industrialists to get to boost up our startup activity actually. So many students are here, those are working on the startup, but we are lagging in funding actually. So we have idea, we have work out on the idea. Some of our students really work hard for the fabrication project, manufacturing project. They have sell out some foot operated hand sanitizer stand through Amazon. Now some of the projects, some of the students in our startup, they have uh, work out on the weed cutter. So that is for grass cutting. So still we are lagging in funding. We are if what the Chetan said earlier about the venture capitalist investment. So if we get some idea related to that, how we can get the fund from the agency, various agencies, because from government of India to getting fund, it is very difficult. Now the situation is panic, pandemic situation is going on, and for that we have to submit the proposal to the government of India through our institute. So that is one way where we can get the funding. The another way we are trying for that. So some of the students are interested to work in this area also. They have approached me earlier, sir, we want to work in this area, but still they are not able to interact actually. That is the major problem here in India. So um, anyone want to ask or interact? You can interact with Angad sir, and Chetan sir is also there. So he's also expert in PLM. Anand, you want to ask any question? Can you hear me, Anand?
Yes, sir, you're
Anand, can you
audible.
hear me? Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead, Anand, please.
Yes, definitely. Hello. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, first of all, I'm also working on a startup that is, as earlier, Bodkhe sir tell to all of you that about a weed cutter. This is related to the farming sector, agri-tech sector.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, this is the first product of my startup, which where we are just working and also get the feedback from the individual villages, farmers, and also see the market area. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is that in marketing sector, that strategies go that all the wheat cutters are based on the engine operated in weeder,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and our target is to manufacture so that it is feasible. The farmers can buy it easily. The problem behind that is that all the engine operated wheat cutters are the too much high cost, so
Mm-hmm.
that the farmers could not buy it and use it. So most of the farmers and also other like for the gardening and other sectors just take it on the rent and use it. So
Mm-hmm.
on the basis of that, I just try to make it so feasible and
Mm-hmm.
very low cost and having the low maintenance, and I just working on it. And but the
Mm-hmm.
problem is that in market sector, market areas, no one are focusing on that particular products, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone just take it. Every dealers just take it this product from their industries and from out of countries, just take it and just sell to the customers. So that is a big
Okay.
problem faced by our team.
Mm-hmm. You
Yes,
mean to say you have problem reaching to your customers, right?
right, sir.
Right. And there are dealers in between, and then you are not going through the dealers, let's say,
Uh,
right?
right, sir. Because first, as
Mm.
I know, as I do the market research, then I just found that the branding is one of
Mm.
the major part for any business, for any startup, and this
Right,
is
right,
very difficult nowadays.
right, right.
Yep, sir.
Yeah, so you need to work on that marketing and branding, let's say. You
Yes, sir.
can decide to still go through dealers, or you can decide to go directly. Like just the supermarket started buying directly from the villagers, right? And then
Right,
they
sir.
cut off the dealers for the same reason, let's say. So you have to decide what is your strategy, and then you need to work on it. If you want to reach directly, then you need to have some plan to reach directly to them. So nowadays it's very easy with the digital marketing. I think farmers have started using Facebook and WhatsApp, so it's easy. Right?
Right, okay.
So you need to study about marketing. It's all about proper study about any subject, you know, even
Right,
like funding and economics. So all this knowledge is available on internet. If you want how to get funding, you will get thousands of pages, you know, what
right,
stages are there and things like that. So same way for marketing also. So you need to study. So I'm in my business. I was very good at technical side, PLM and this. Last 2 years, I am studying marketing. I am studying sales. I am studying economics. I am studying everything. Not in so many details, but whatever I need. So you need to study how marketing works, how sales works, what are the stages in brand building, how you can reach the customers. You know, there are different ways, organic, way and inorganic way, like you can do paid ads, unpaid ads, then you need some budget. So all those things are there. You can follow, let's say, my company LinkedIn or Facebook page, and you can see like what kind of campaigns and things we run. So we have, let's say, my company has surpassed recently 1,000 followers on LinkedIn and almost 1,600 on Facebook. But I see my competitors, they are there in market from 12 years. They still are lagging behind on this digital marketing because they have not identified this as a trend. And Corona has proved it. Like earlier, it was more like go face to face, have meeting, selling meeting and things. Now it stopped, right? So those companies who adopted digital marketing and those strategies, they are doing good, let's say. So it's a trend. You need to capture the trend and opportunity. So I'm not saying that's the only media or it's only medium. There is one of the medium, right? So you need to explore all the ways to reach your potential customers and what they think, like what is in their mind, what they want. And you need to make sure that they get that experience or journey for making that decision. If they want to buy this weed cutting machine, okay, so where are they going, who are they asking, what are they reading, are you reachable to them, are you affordable to them, is it the quality that matters to them. So all those things you need to say what is your customer wants, that's it, right? And then tell them.
Okay, sir. So thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I see one question. What is the new startup project that you will be starting that you talked just before, and are there any specific requirements to join you as a mechanical student? There is no specific requirement. It need not be mechanical or anything. It is um, all it is about your skills and personality, and you should have a learning attitude. So you need not know everything. Even like in recruiting in my company, I don't ask any technical questions because there are certain number of things you can know, you cannot know everything. So it should not be dependent on what you already know. It should be dependent on what unknown problems you are able to solve. Do you have that kind of ability to handle uncertainties? Do you think out of box? Those kind of things. If you read 10 books and come to me and then you say you can answer all those questions, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that you will solve a new problem. So business is all about having a common sense to solve business problems or day-to-day problems. So if you have that problem solving skill, then you are a right candidate, let's say. And you should be dedicated to your work focus. I'm not saying work 24 by 7, enjoy your life, I'm enjoying my life and not putting Saturdays, Sundays and everything, because you need to have a good plan. You need to have a discipline. You work certain number of hours and you produce that output, and then you minimize time pass, let's say. Or I'm not saying what is time pass, but you have to define that how you want to spend your every minute. If you want to enjoy Facebook, that's fine. If it's giving recreation, make a plan, give it 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever. So like that, if you plan and you understand how much time you need to give it to your job or work or anything, so be systematic, that's it, right?
Hello.
Any other question?
Uh, Siddharth, you have any question? Siddharth is in meeting. Siddharth Gupta,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
please ask. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Is there any specific requirement for design area that you are talking about?
Are you still talking about the startup project?
Yes, sir.
um, yes, so maybe like for me it's again a learning project, because now I have been doing what I know best from my experience and everything. So now I'm starting on, let's say, exploring making a product, let's say, and it shouldn't be a big deal, you know. You have to take baby steps, and you need to explore all. So yes, there will be a design requirement, there will be this requirement, uh, but it would be like taking small steps and learning from it, you know. That's main thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
From girls, Sakshi, would you like to ask? Would you like to interact? Would you like to work on this project? Hello, Sakshi, can you hear me? Sakshi
Yes,
Gotmare,
sir, I can. Yes, sir, I can hear you.
please interact. Please ask the question. Okay.
Sir, it was very nice of you to explain the marketing strategies. I am a marketing enthusiastic. I have always planned to do a marketing. So, do you think that during this digital marketing has changed the scenario for the startups? It has actually made them cheaper for marketing, like cheaper ideas we can use for startups.
Are you which mechanical or what branch? Mechanical?
No, I'm from mechanical department.
And so marketing, how come you got interested? Because it's different, altogether
Um,
different.
I recently started working on one of my sister's startup. She has a own
Right.
home cook. So
Okay.
she's a home cook. So she marketed some of her products like donuts and also she asked me to do. Will you do the marketing and all? I was just helping her on that project. So she during that time I have read most about marketing, digital marketing and all. So that's
Okay.
why I got
Okay.
interested in.
Good. That's what I was saying. Like you need not be a marketing graduate or MBA in marketing to be a good marketer. That was the point. So being a mechanical engineer, you studied marketing yourself, and then you are saying that is there a cheaper way, or is it good? I didn't get your question. Mm.
No, I just like the conventional. When I read about the marketing, so it was like there were conventional methods like tele advertising and something like
Right. Phone
earlier.
calling and things like that, right? So
Yeah,
traditional
and
methods are like calling. Like I get a lot of phone calls selling things, so
it,
people get
uh,
annoyed with it, right?
the
So
people get annoyed, and as well as it was kind of time consuming to call in
right.
each and every targeted audience. So, do you think that due to this
Right.
COVID, the whole digital marketing has erupted, is a new trend and it has helped the startups to market their product quite easily than the older times?
Yeah, it's not because of the COVID. It's not because of COVID. It was anyway gradually shifting, because we are using mobile phones, and we are spending more time on smartphones and PCs, and internet is available, right? So more and more people are digital, so it makes sense that you do digital marketing. Okay. And traditional methods like email marketing and phone calls, cold calls, etc., they are still there, but these are new opportunities. So people like privacy, people like more private times, etc. So digital marketing makes it's easy. Like you are browsing Facebook and you see my ad and you choose to ignore it, but then you have choice, right? Nobody is calling you or nobody is bothering you. It's like that. And if you are interested, you go ahead and talk. So digital marketing is providing new opportunities to reach customers, right? And that's a good thing. COVID, let's say, have accelerated it in terms of more people are spending more time on internet and things like that at home and things like that. So it's an opportunity, and yes, it is helping to reach customers. It is helping to market things. It is helping in sales, etc. So companies who are not exploiting it are lagging behind. That I would say.
Thank you, sir.
Any question
Yes,
from participant? Please, please go ahead. Abhirup, you want to ask question? Abhirup Sarkar? Okay. Any question from faculty members? From faculty members? Actually, Angad, some faculty, some 2-3 faculty shown their interest. Can you hear me, Angad?
yes, yes,
Hello.
yes,
So shown
yes.
their interest to learn the PLM design. So is it possible from there to teach them, because they want to devote their time, full time, for PLM design?
Okay,
Some
PLM
young
design means what exactly? Like,
product means software. They want to learn software, design
okay,
software. Yeah. Is
okay,
it possible, or what are the possibilities? How they can learn from here, so that
mhm,
they can work in that area in future?
okay. I
Yeah.
think we will take it offline, right?
Okay.
Mm. So I will think about it.
Okay.
One question here. I don't know if it is getting slightly technical here, but can you slightly
Mhm.
elaborate about your company, your startup, especially 3D experience, PLM customization? What exactly do you do there?
Yeah, so my startup is not very different than the traditional companies like TCS, Infosys, it's a service company. Okay. And we are doing same things, what like implementing PLM software, customization, support, regular activities.
Can you slightly
Uh,
talk detail about customization? Slightly more, like what exactly do you do with customization?
customization is dependent on customer requirement. As it's the name itself says, customization means you have a software provided by Siemens, let's say, or Dassault, let's say 3D Experience, or let's say SAP is provided by SAP.
Hmm.
But every business is different. Every business has a particular requirement, so the software cannot be used as is.
Hmm.
And you can tweak the software by using settings and things like that, but many times they want the software to behave in a certain way that
Hmm.
saves them a lot of time. So let's say a designer is clicking 10 times and doing a release. Maybe they want a one click button to do the release, for example, or to get a report, for example. And then the team center or these softwares are so big and they cannot change it for one customer. So companies like us customize it, let's say. So these softwares provide open points which you can utilize. It's allowed to change the software little bit so that customer gets their what they want, let's say. And
So, for
it's
example, in
mainly saving
3D
time.
experience, do you use EKL and CA architecture or Java, or which kind of a scripting language do you use there?
Yes, I am no expert on 3D experience because I am a team center expert, let's say. So let's say in terms of team center, it's mostly different types. Let's say C language, C++ is used when it's the core ITK programming, and then Java is used when it's the front end. TCL script is used when it's SAP integration. There is
Mhm.
.NET and all types you can choose actually as a developer. There is certain limitations, yes, but certain things you can also choose your own language, etc. Right?
Mhm. Okay.
Mm.
Thank you, Chetan, for interacting with our experts. Thank you. Let us check our professor is available or not. Any faculty member would like to interact? Chetan, Mahatme, Chetan Mahatme, can you hear me? Chetan sir, I think he's not in online. Okay. Uh, any more? Okay, okay. So thank you very much, madam, Kamre madam.
Yes, sir.
Uh, please propose a vote of thanks, madam. Thank you very much. Would you like to ask any question? You can ask because you are from design side, and please propose a vote of thanks, please.
Okay. So it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this one-day workshop. It's been a great experience to learn and to heard the uh, to heard on the topic of the how to start a business and what should be your ideas. And sir has given a very clear explanation in what manner one should go forward for pursuing his dreams. So thank you so much, our expertise for the session, Mr. Angad Sorte sir, for giving us his valuable time for this workshop. And in future also, we would surely we would like to connect with you, sir, for such type of workshops again. Thank you so much. I would like to thank the Khedkar sir and Professor Bodkhe sir. I would like to thank Dr. S.S. Chaudhary sir, head of the department Mechanical Engineering. I would like to thank the complete team on behalf the complete team of this organizing team of this workshop. Thank you all for your valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angad, for joining with us and giving your valuable time. So let us ensure how we can make the collaboration. So that is my intention actually, because some 2-3 students are really important to work in this area. So uh, yeah.
I
So
hope,
let us,
sir, now we can end our session here
yeah,
officially, and we
yeah,
can have a one of means we can have a personal talk with sir through telephonic
yeah,
call. So I now
yeah,
request all the participants they can leave the meeting. Thank you.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Chetan sir, hello. Chetan, can you hear me? बढ़िया हो गया, मस्त.